very first meeting that's been held in this new building that belongs to this community. And we should be very, very proud of it. Cost over $5 million, and the great thing about it is no debt is on over. So we're grateful for that. And at this time, I am calling the meeting to order. I'd like to call on Councilman Gordon for the invocation that we can stand and remain standing. And he will also lead us through the pledge. Councilman Gordon.
Let's pray. Dear Lord, we just come to you today thanking you for another day, Lord, another blessing that you've given us. Father, I just thank you for the opportunity we have as a council to come and do the business of the city. Lord, I thank you for the city employees that we're about to recognize, Lord, and the dedication that they have given to this city. Lord, I thank you for these individuals we're going to recognize with proclamations and the contributions that they give to this city when they give back to our community. We're so thankful for that, Lord. I just thank you for the city employees, the department heads. Lord, I thank you for everyone involved in this city. I thank you for the blessings that you give us. I thank you for the grace and the mercy that you bestow upon us every single day, Lord. I just pray that you help us to do your will in everything that we do. In Jesus' name I pray all these things. Amen.
Amen. Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Thank you, Councilman Gordon, for that prayer and for the pledge. And I would like to ask that this is a praying council. I would ask that this go into the history of Phenix City. That the very first prayer that was done in this building, which we hope it will continue after we're long gone, that will carry on, because you can't have a good government or a good city without God. But I would ask, City Manager, that the prayer that Bill Gordon just did always stand out and go down in history for this new building and for this city. Yes, because we all know that we're a praying council, so I think that's monumental, and the history is set in stone. Thank you, Councilman Gordon. Proceeding on at this time, I'd like to call on Mrs. Chastain, our HR Director. Can you hear us? Can you all hear us now? Okay, y'all did hear the part about the history, right? Yes. That's very important. But at this time, we'd like to call on Ms. Chastain and Mr. Hunter for the recognition of one of the greatest things we do, to say thank you to our employees and instrument of 5 years. So with that, Stephanie and Mr. Hunter, I turn it over to you all.
Thank you, Mayor. What an honor it is to be in this new beautiful building today, and to have our employees come in, and that way we can say thank you to them for the hard work and dedication that they put in each and every day. These were the service anniversaries that we had for the month of June. So with our library, we have Mr. Noah Jackson with 5 years of service. She is just always such a nice, warm, welcoming person anytime I go in the library.
Speech, you have to say
Say a
something.
few words if you'd like to.
To the city council and my director, Ms. Tammy Henry, I just want to thank you all for the opportunity to work at the library. I've enjoyed my time here, and I look forward to many more years.
With our police department, Sergeant Richard Lingier with 10 years of service.
You all stick with it. Did you say something?
I did.
I guess we heard it loud and clear, huh?
When you have to pull me over, I'm gonna make sure you say just that much again.
Also with our police department, Sergeant Pamela Screws with 10 years of service.
Good job.
I just want to first thank God for being able to be here Mayor, and thank the council for recognizing us for what we do for the community and the people.
Thank you so much.
Finally, with our police department, we have Lieutenant Patrick Keith with 20 years of service.
Congratulations.
Well, Sergeant here is my sergeant, and he doesn't have the gift of words, but I have the gift of gab. I just want to thank the city, the police department, Chief Stollinger, Captain Wire, City Council. Thank you for what I got to do for us. And just proud to be here for 20 years. A few more years, and I can spend more time with my friends.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And last but certainly not least, we have our city clerk, Miss Melanie Lee, with 30 years of service. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to say thank you to Mr. Hunter, to all his department heads for making my job and my 30 years easy, and for Mayor and Council for everything that y'all done for me. Y'all know everything that y'all done for me. And I so appreciate it so much. And to the citizens, I'd like to say thank you. And Phenix City, you're number one as far as I'm concerned. Thank y'all so much.
We had two others that were not able to be here, but we will definitely make sure that we give them our sincere thanks and appreciation. We have Mr. Stanley Chambers with our Public Works Department, who reached his 15-year employment anniversary, and also 15 years for Mr. John Downs in our Code Enforcement Division. So thank them as well.
Thank you all. Thank you, Stephanie. And congratulations to each one of you all. We do this in increments of 5 years. We strongly encourage you all. The state of Alabama had one of the best retirement in the union as far as we're concerned. And we strongly encourage you all to get your years in. Great retirement, so we truly appreciate what you all do for this city and for this citizen. Thank you all so much. Proceeding on now, Council, at this time, I'd like to call on Mrs. Lee for the reading of a proclamation recognizing Miss Phenix City Team 2023, Allie Grace Broadhead. Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Whereas Miss Phenix City's team, Allie Grace Broadhead, is dedicating her time to helping the public better understand positive ways to increase a healthy lifestyle while improving awareness for mental health to be of service to others throughout our community and state. And whereas Allie Grace Broadhead devotes her time in helping others educate themselves on positive well-being strategies to promote both physical and mental health. As Miss Phenix City's Team 2023, Allie will use her community service initiative Keeping Kindness to create events to promote the positive opportunities offered in our community which promote both physical and mental health. And whereas Allie Grace Broadhead will continue to nurture and advocate for the Phenix City community through creating fundraisers, volunteering in the community, and using her devoted time and effort to help bring light and awareness to youth, adults, and elderly who may be struggling with mental health challenges. Allie also plans to create events in the month of September in remembrance of suicide awareness. And whereas Allie Grace Broadhead will be partnering with the American Heart Association as an advocate and ambassador to help identify and nurture proper physical training, as well as local and state counseling centers to ensure research-based resources are given and advocates and stakeholders are brought to the Phenix City community. And whereas it is key for all of us to educate and recognize our responsibilities and to follow the example of Miss Phenix City Team's 2023, Allie Grace Broadhead, by promoting physical and mental opportunities to raise awareness for mental health. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Eddie M. Lowe, as Mayor of the City of Phenix City, Alabama, and on behalf of the City Council, do hereby commend Allie Grace Broadhead as Phenix City's Team 2023 for promoting and serving to give awareness to mental mental health, and I do hereby proclaim the 3rd day of July, 2023, as a day to honor Miss Phenix City's Teen 2023 Allie Grace Broadhead in the city of Phenix City.
Thank you, Ms. Lee. Adam? Congratulations. We, the city of Phenix City, have certainly been keeping her busy. She was here about a week ago. She will be back this Saturday. She's back today. And we have really been keeping her busy. And as I was stating this morning at our work session, is that to be 14 years old, she did an amazing job at our mayor's ball in front of over 1,000 people to be able to stand up and speak at 14 years old. So it gives me great privilege, as well as the rest of this council, to present you with this proclamation. And I love what you're doing as far as keeping kindness, because that's one of the easiest things we can do, is be kind, which is respect of each other. So on behalf of myself and this council, we would like to present you with this proclamation. And representing Phenix City, she's from Homewood, and her parents are here, and we're going to ask them, is that your grandparents? Oh, you all come up and take a picture with her. But congratulations, on behalf of the council, we'd like to present you with this proclamation. No, you're part of that. Oh, y'all want me in the picture? Yes, sir. Come on, son. Yep, okay. And then we want you to say something. To the left. To your left. All right, the mic is yours. Yes. You gotta say something.
On behalf of just my family and me, I want to thank the entire community of Phenix City, the city council, and even the mayor for giving me this opportunity to serve your community and represent. It has been a wonderful year, and I cannot wait to continue to get out there in the Phenix City community and spread mental health awareness and suicide prevention. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. We've been keeping her busy, and she's been able to attend every function that we've had here in Phenix City. So appreciate you. Kudos to that. Proceeding on, council, at this time, I'd like to call on Mrs. Lee for the reading of a proclamation recognizing Coach Tommy Robinson. Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Whereas Coach Tommy Robinson is being awarded this recognition as a testimonial of his dedicated and faithful service to the community. 37 years of coaching has allowed him to mentor, teach, provide guidance, and respect on and off the playing fields of football. And whereas Tommy Robinson was born on April the 4th, 1963, to the late Tommy Lee Robinson Sr. and the late Lily Pearl Robinson, he is a 1982 graduate of Central High School and played football under the guidance of legendary coach Wayne Traylor. After high school, he attended and played football for Troy University and was a part of the Trojans' 1984 NCAA Division II National Championship team. And whereas Coach Robinson began his coaching career at the high school level in 1986 as an assistant at Woodham High School in Pensacola, Florida, and returned 2 years later to his hometown as an assistant coach to the Central High School Red Devil football team. In 1991, Coach Robinson began coaching on the college level as a graduate assistant coach for the Arkansas Razorbacks. The Razorbacks were just the beginning of his college coaching career. Coach Robinson was able to share his knowledge, skills, and love for football with Utah State, Texas Christian University, and went on to join the coaching team on the National Football League level for the Dallas Cowboys from 1998 to 2000. Coach Robinson returned to the collegiate world in 2001. He held positions as running back coach for Oklahoma State, Georgia Tech, University of Memphis, University of Miami, University of Texas, Louisiana State University, and Texas A&M. Coach Robinson joined Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes coaching staff in 2023. And whereas Coach Robinson is not just a coach, but a family man as well. He is married to LaToya Robinson, and they have 3 children, Dantrell, Tawanda, and Tommy Robinson III. And when in Phenix City, he can be found with his sisters, brother-in-laws, nieces, nephews, cousins, and friends. And whereas his family, associates, fellow coaches, friends, student athletes, and community understand his commitment to his profession, we extend our sincere congratulations to him for his career, nature, generous heart, positive mental attitude, and service to our community. Now therefore, I, Eddie M. Lowe, as mayor of the city of Phenix City, Alabama, and on behalf of the city council, do proclaim July the 3rd, 2023 as a day to honor Coach Tommy Robinson in Phenix City, and request that all privileges, considerations, and congratulations are shown to him on this his day.
Come on, key man. Yeah, I'm talking through. This is really, it's honoring for me because this is my brother-in-law. And I am grateful to have this opportunity to present him with this proclamation. 37 years, I did tell him this morning, 36, so I missed 1 year. 37 years of coaching. As you know, coaches go through a lot, they mentor, and as I stated, once a coach is always a coach, and a coach is always enjoying their players who they coach to do well. And with that being said, it gives me great honor and privilege to present my brother-in-law, Key Man. I ain't gonna say no Tommy. Key Man with this proclamation, and all his family, my wife, Deborah, and all the family members, you all come up here with him. But we are a close-knit family. As is stated in here, we spend time when he's at home, when he has time to be at home. And he's got a little time now, so when he gets back, it's down here for him. Because let me tell you this, coaches at those levels, and even in high school, you know, they put in 70 to 80 hours a week. So with that being said, come on, Auntie, you right here. This is our one of our last roots of this clan, and I call her Auntie, that's what she is. But Key Man, this gives me great privilege to be able to present this proclamation for you and to you for all the things you do. And also, he's still involved with the city of Phenix City as far as doing things for the community. As Councilman Gordon stated this morning, he gives back when he's here. In fact, he has a camp this weekend. So with everything you've done to represent Phenix City and everything you're doing now, we certainly appreciate you, and we certainly proud on my behalf to give you this proclamation. Honey, you got to come up here by me now. Come on this side. You get by Key Man. You got to be by me. Oh, Tony. Let me see it. Thank you.
Man, the year you missed on the 36 to 37.
What's that?
The 36 to 37 years you missed, that was year you coached down LSU, so we're going to
That's all the fan.
we're not counting that one. Boy, it was deep.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. This is truly special to me. I want to thank City Council, Mayor Lowe, and other councilmen, Mayor Griff, Coach Dr. Gordy, and everybody on the council. Thank everybody that's here. But this is truly special to me. She read off a lot of places that I've been. And I've been a lot of places I can't even keep count of them now. Mayor Lowe probably knows better than me. But I will say this. I am super, super, super proud of Phenix City, Alabama. And I am proud to say that I'm from Alabama. They write a profile. Everywhere I go, they do a profile. One time I was at Oklahoma State, and they said I was from Columbus, Georgia. they asked me where was I born. I told them I'm born in Medicine. Well, I'm Georgia. I'm from Phenix City. But I made sure that they correct that. I don't want to represent Columbus, Georgia. I'm from Phenix City, and I'm proud to be from Phenix City. And I make sure that wherever I am, I speak very highly of Phenix City because I am super proud of it. With the growth that's going on, just for instance, this building that we're in right now. This is showing the progress of Phenix City, and all the, like I said, the growth buildings going on down in South Phoenix City, West Phoenix City, all over the place. I'm super proud of it. For me to be recognized, you know, April 4th, 1963, when I was born, and as I grew up, I never thought in my whole entire life that I would be standing here accepting a proclamation recognizing me. The little boy from South Phoenix City, Tin Top City, if you will. And proud of it. I want Mayor Lowe has done it, but I thank my family for all the support that they give me and that they have given me throughout my life. I can say my career, throughout my life. And we're still here right now. I wish my mom and dad was here, but the Lord called them home, so I know that they're proud, and I can see them smiling now. But as I go to my seat here, I can't tell you all how proud I am of what you guys are doing. Super proud. I can't tell you, and keep up the good work. And I take pride in, like Mayor Lowe said, trying to give back, to the city. My mentorship, Demetrius, my nephew right there, he's a coach. He means the world to me now. I'm trying to, talk to him and push him along those lines. But he mentioned that we have a camp. We do, and I thank Tony for allowing me to be a small part of Phenix initiative, that she allowed me to do things through that organization to give back to the city. We did the Hall of Fame, Central High School Hall of Fame. We recognized a Hall of Famer from Central, and Dr. Gordon was one of our Hall of Famers. I'm proud of him. And this Saturday, we're going to have a camp for the small kids, ages 6 to 13, right, Tom? 6 to 13. We're going to have a camp of giving back, trying to give back to those kids. I want to show those kids the way to go. I kind of look at it like this. I'm going to sit down here, I promise. I kind of look at it like this. Eddie, I keep saying Eddie. You say it very low. And my sister, they do the mayor's ball. And I'm so proud of that. I can't tell you how proud I am of that. I got on to my sister about posting pictures because I want to show everybody in Colorado, in Boulder, Colorado, what it looked like. So I did, I had a chance to. But, and they focus on high school kids. That's the focus, high school kids. And I know Tommy she deals with Miss Phoenix City, very proud of you. Miss Phoenix City and the pageant. And then here we are, we come along with the camp, and we want to focus on the smaller kids. So we kind of, we kind of get it covered. We do the smaller kids, we're doing football, cheer, and now we're going to add flag football for young ladies. So we try to cover it all. But I'm proud to say that I'm a part of it. Thank you, Tony, for allowing me to be a part of it and use that avenue to move forward. But this is very special to me, and I can't tell you what it means to me. You guys just don't understand. I've been in all these places she talked about, but there's nothing, absolutely nothing like home. I'm in Phoenix City, born, Phoenix City bred, and when the good Lord called me home, I'll be Phoenix City dead. Thank you, Kim, man.
I just need to know one thing, man. Did he make you call him mail when you had a family reunion? But he at home, he's in here.
Thank you, and for the ones who don't know, Tony is my oldest daughter, so hopefully she's seen now, Deborah and I try to live our life as far as reaching back and giving to other people too. We want to be lifters and not leaders. This council hear that all the time, and we will continue to hear that, so thank you all so much. Proceeding on now under the city clerk. Council, at this time, I'd like to ask for a motion for the approval of the regular scheduled meeting minutes for the June 20th work session, as well as June 21st council meeting. And at the pleasure of this council, I would like to ask that you take it in one vote since we were all at those meetings. So with that, may I have a motion, please?
Motion to approve.
All right, we have a motion by Councilman Day. May I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilman Gordon.
Gordon.
Close to
Gordon.
get that out light and left there. We have a motion and a second. Mrs. Lee?
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Carter?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Gordy?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Proceeding on, council, on an unfinished business. At this time, are there any unfinished business we need to discuss? Okay, if there's not, we will proceed on with resolutions and on administration. We have resolution and public notice in reference to a public hearing for the proposed 2023-2024 fiscal year proposed budget. Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Resolution, whereas section 5.05 of the city charter of the city of Phenix City, Alabama provides that the city council shall hold a public hearing on the proposed budget, and whereas the proposed budget has been submitted to the city council. Now therefore be it resolved by the city council of the city of Phenix City, Alabama, that a public hearing shall be held on Thursday, July the 27th, 2023, at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the 2023-2024 proposed budget, and that public notice shall be given in the Citizen News of East Alabama at least 7 days prior to said public hearing. Be it further resolved by the City Council of the City of Phoenix City, Alabama, that the public notice attached hereto is approved and shall be advertised as provided here above by the city clerk of the City of Phoenix City, Alabama. Passed, approved, and adopted this 3rd day of July, 2023.
Thank you, Mrs. Lee.
Did you want
Council?
to read the public
Yes,
notice?
go ahead, read the public notice, please.
Public notice reads as the City Council of the City of Phoenix City, Alabama will hold a public hearing on Thursday, July the 27th, 2023 at 7 p.m. Eastern Time in the council chambers of the Public Safety Building located at 1111 Broad Street, Phoenix City, Alabama, on the 2023-2024 proposed budget. A copy of the 2023-2024 proposed budget is on file in the office of the city clerk, 601 12th Street, Phoenix City, Alabama. This proposed budget is available for public inspection between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. City of Phoenix City, nominally city clerk, published July the 13th, 2023. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you, Mrs. Lee. Council, all of us have heard the reading of the resolution and the public notice. At this time, council, I'd like to ask for a motion to approve the resolution along with the public notice. May I have a motion, please?
Motion to approve, Love.
All right, we have a motion from Councilwoman Carter. May I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilman Bailey. Comments, questions, or discussion? All right, at this time, I'd like to call for a vote. Mrs. Lee?
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Carter?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Gordy?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Proceeding on the building department, we have a resolution in reference to rescinding resolution number 2022-18 in reference to using the Community Development Block Grant, also known as CDBG, funding for the demolition of 18086 6th Avenue. Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Phoenix City, Alabama, that resolution number 2022-18 adopted and approved February the 1st, 2022 in reference to using Community Development Block Grant CDBG funding for the demolition of 1808 6th Avenue is hereby rescinded. Passed, approved, and adopted this 3rd day of July, 2023.
Thank you again, Ms. Lee. Council, we've heard the resolution. At this time, I'd like to ask for a motion, please. May I have a motion?
Motion. Motion to approve.
Motion by Councilman Day, and that's a second, Councilman Gordon. Okay, we have a motion and a second.
Yes.
Councilmember Carter,
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey,
Yes.
Councilmember Ward,
Yes.
Mayor Lo.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now, council, proceeding on the building department. Also, we have 4 resolutions in reference to rejecting bids received for the demolition of structures located at 716 Lawrence Court, 27 Lincolnshire Lane, 2507 16th Place, and 811 Dillingham Street. And council, at this time, I would ask that our clerk read one master resolution, and I'll ask for a motion for the approval of these, and if it's the pleasure of the council, we'll take them all in one vote. Okay? Okay, Mrs. Lee.
Yes. Whereas sealed bids were received and opened for demolition of structures located at 716 Lawrence Court, 27 Lincolnshire Lane, 2507 16th Place, and 811 Dillingham Street. And whereas prior to the opening of bids, the owners purchased permits for demolition of the structures listed above. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama, that all bids received for the demolition of structures listed above are hereby rejected. Passed, approved, and adopted this 3rd day of July, 2023.
Thank you again, Mrs. Lee. Council, we've heard the reading of the master resolution. At this time, I would like to ask this council for a motion, please. May I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
All right, motion from Councilman Gordon. May I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilman Day. All right. Comments, questions, or discussion, council? If not, I'd like to call for the vote. Mrs. Lee?
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day,
Yes.
Councilmember Carter,
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey,
Yes.
Councilmember Ward,
Yes.
Mayor Lo.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And also, council, proceeding on the building department, we have 4 resolutions in reference to awarding bids for the demolition and removal of structures on the following properties: 1808 6th Avenue, Great Southern Furniture and Home Remodeling, $2,350. 1824 First Avenue, Great Southern Furniture and Home Remodeling, $6,400. 2006 4th Avenue, J&J Land Development Incorporation, in the amount of $9,998, as well as 607 7th Place, J&J Land Development Incorporation, in the amount of $5,175. And council, at this time, I would also like to ask the clerk to read one master resolution, and then the pleasure of the council will take all these in one vote. Okay?
Okay.
All right, all lines clear. With that, Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Whereas the City of Phoenix City has solicited bids for the demolition of structure as required by the Alabama bid law. And whereas the apparent low bidder meeting the specifications required for the demolition of the structures at the following locations are as follows: 1808 6th Avenue, Great Southern Furniture and Home Remodeling, $2,360. 1824 First Avenue, Great Southern Furniture and Home Remodeling, $6,400. 2006 4th Avenue, J&J Land Development Incorporated, $9,998. 607 7th Place, J&J Land Development Incorporated, $5,175. All bids being submitted with dumping fees. Now therefore be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Phoenix City, Alabama accepts this apparent low bids and shall award said bids as referenced above. Passed, approved, and adopted this 3rd day of July, 2023.
Okay. Council, all of us have heard the reading of the master resolution. At this time, I'd like to ask this council for a motion. May I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
All right, we do have a motion from Councilman Bailey. May I have a second?
Second.
And a second from Councilwoman Carter. Council, any comments or discussion?
Yes, Mayor, I noticed this particular bill is not on there. Could we give an update for the American Region on the Old Seal Road? We were talking about it for quite some time. Also called a gentleman on this past weekend and it's worked out back there. Could you give an update on that?
Mr. Day, I have not discussed anything with American Legion in a while. I will need to reach out to them or get them to reach out to us and discuss what they're planning on.
The reason I asked that question, I talked, well, I left a message for Mr. Alexander and he will call me back on this message before. We might have some update on it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ray.
Yes, sir.
All Any other comments or discussion? Question? If not, at this time, I'd like to call for the vote, Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Carter?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Gordon?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now, council, proceeding on with Economic Development and Planning Department. First one is we have a resolution in reference to authorizing and directing the mayor and city manager to sign a memorandum of understanding with Sierra Pacific Industries. Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Whereas the City Council of the City of Phenix City is committed to the economic growth and development of the city, and whereas it is the desire of the city to encourage through discretionary incentives Sierra Pacific Industries to locate their new manufacturing plant in Phenix City, and whereas Sierra Pacific Industries plans on making a capital investment of more than $60 million and will employ upwards of 300 employees. And whereas the city would like to enter into a memorandum of understanding with Sierra Pacific Industries offering $100,000 to help with initial development costs and building improvements. And whereas by the end of year 3, if Sierra Pacific Industries does not reach the agreed upon number of full-time employees for a minimum of 60 days prior to that date, Sierra Pacific Industries will reimburse the city of Phenix City $333 per employee that they are short. And whereas should Sierra Pacific Industries not reach 50 full-time jobs by the end of year 3, they will reimburse the city of Phenix City the entire incentive amount of up to $100,000. Now therefore be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama does hereby accept this discretionary incentive as outlined above, and does hereby authorize the mayor and city manager to sign a memorandum of understanding with Sierra Pacific Industries. Passed, approved, and adopted this Thursday of July 2023.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Lee. Council, we've heard the reading of the resolution. At this time, I'd like to ask the council for a motion, please. May I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
All right, we have a motion from Councilman Day. May I have a second, Council?
Second.
Second, Councilman Gordon. Comments, questions, or discussion?
Yes, Mayor, this is a big deal for Phoenix City. Could we get Sean to elaborate for the citizens of Phoenix City, please?
Absolutely. Mayor, Council, so as we know, Sierra Pacific has already made an announcement that they're actually located in Phoenix City. So that's not new news. As part of our original negotiations with them, there were two parts that we had promised we would take to the council. The first portion of that was the tax abatement. You guys have already approved that. The second portion is this portion of this discretionary incentive. And so a caveat that I want to make sure we focus on too is that this has a clawback attached to it. So Sierra Pacific is promising 300 jobs. If, for whatever reason, by the end of their ramp-up period, which is an initial 3-year period, if they don't make that 300 jobs, every job that they're short, they'll pay the city back $333. And so if they don't employ 50 people, which again, our expectations are not this not to be a thing we're having to go back to, right? But if they don't reach the 50 employees by that point, then they'll pay us back the entire $100 million. So it's just the next step, and again, an incentive that we had discussed as part of our negotiations early on. So we're just bringing it to you guys.
Sean, also remind the citizens of where this venue will be located.
So it's all the Golden Powell Park. So it's, it used to be part of the textile mill in New Jersey. It's about 610,000 square foot net. What they were looking for almost perfect. So they're going to be completely renovating this entire building. So this is something that employed hundreds of people for many, many years when textile left our area. It's been occupied, but not occupied at this level. This company is 100% flat active in operation. They're going to renovate the entire space. So we're very excited.
Great, we're excited about that. Sean, have we started phase 1 yet?
They have already begun some of the construction pieces and mitigate some stuff within the space that's already begun and it's already rolling. So their construction phase will probably take about a year, maybe 18 months. You got to get things rolling, and we should expect some job creation within the first 15 to 18 months.
Great. Thank you, sir.
So quickly, John, the salary market, are we very competitive with some salaries with this company coming to Phoenix City?
Great question. Their entry-level wage is not going to go $19 an hour. So for our area, that's very competitive. They will move up quickly. So average wage is below 27 an hour. So this company will pay very well for our area. So there should be some significant group jobs coming in the next couple of years.
So Sounds good.
I understand they also have great benefit as well, is that
They
correct?
did. I can get the HR person to read all that. But it's a good company. It's a good company.
Yeah. We're proud to have that, although it's in District 3, but we're proud.
Well, the biggest thing is they're investing $60 million.
Yes.
When you start talking about $60 million in Phenix City, that's huge, and we're certainly grateful. Any other comments or discussion before we call for the vote? If not, Mrs. Lee?
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Carter?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Gordon?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And also, council, continuing on, Economic Development and Planning Department. We have a resolution in reference to authorizing the mayor and city manager to sign and enter into a contract between John R. Kittrell and Donald C. Ferguson for the purchase of property located on 1105 and 1107 Fifth Avenue in the amount of $285,000 plus applicable closing costs. Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Whereas the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama desires to acquire property for the purpose of economic development in the City of Phenix City. And whereas the city wishes to enter into an agreement with John R. Kittrell and Donna C. Ferguson for the purchase of said property. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama, hereby authorizes the mayor and city manager to enter into a contract with John R. Kittrell and Donna C. Ferguson for the purchase of 0.43 acres more or less located at 1105 and 1107 Fifth Avenue, Phenix City, Russell County, Alabama, and more particularly described as the proposed contract for sale of real estate between John R. Kittrell and Donna C. Ferguson as seller and the City of Phenix City, Alabama as purchaser in the amount of $285,000 plus applicable closing costs, as written and adopted this third day of July 2022.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Lee. Council, we've heard the resolution. At this time, I'd like to ask for a motion, please. May I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
All right, we have a motion from Councilman Gordon. May I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilman Day. Comments, questions, or discussion? Sean?
Should have said that time. So downtown urban development is a main focus. Something we want to try to develop for the next few years. For sure. So this property is actually directly behind us, behind Mr. Bailey's business. There's two parcels that actually front the riverfront. It's Fifth Avenue to the riverfront is where these parcels sit, and they're contiguous to properties that we already own. So we've got big plans for that area to become a really nice green space, a great space for the community to gather. We're also looking at the commercial components that surround it. But to make all that work, to make all that do what it's supposed to do, we really want to create a green space that lends itself to commercial businesses that will be around it. So this is the next piece in that contiguous portion that we want to purchase. So we've been working for some time with these two property owners. Property is actually given to them from their parents that they've owned it for a very long time. So we've been in negotiations for some time and come to a price that we both can agree upon. So this hopefully gets us started with very soon be able to pull some treatment and some full construction on the full area.
So Sean, that's the last piece of property that will connect the whole area, that's it for the city?
Not quite the last one. I'm not gonna do it. For a good price, it could be. No, it's not, and actually, in the line of properties, there's actually two more that sit, 11th is here, and there's two more that actually connect to 11th, that at some point in time, 11th will be able to get connected. But this is the two pieces that connect the property that we already own. So it extends our billable portion.
Yeah, I realize the whole street back there, but once we get these two pieces completed, we start what you call the untapped district, but the road back up to the cross.
We'd love to see some new connectivity so people actually on the river can walk up and be able to enjoy green space, enjoy some, some businesses that surround it, maybe buy a park.
Get rid of that car line.
They might call a lot. I'll call it.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you all so much. With that said, council, at this time, I'd like to call for the vote, Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Carter?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Abstain.
Councilmember Gordon?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, council proceeding on the engineer department. We have a resolution in reference to authorizing Alabama Power to install one LED Cobra headlight, street light, 5200 to 7200 lumens, pole number 6-018977, and one LED Cobra head street light, 5200 to 7200 lumens, pole number 6-018981 on Pierce Point Drive. Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Phoenix City, Alabama, that Alabama Power Company is hereby authorized and directed to render the following services for the City of Phoenix City. 1, install one LED overhead street light, 5200 to 7200 lumens, pole number 6-018977. 2, install one LED overhead light, LED overhead street light, 5200 to 7200 lumens, poll number 6-018981, passed, approved, and adopted this third day of July 2023.
Thank you, Ms. Lee. It is not as easy as people think it is, but thank you so much. Council, we've heard the resolution. At this time, I'd like to ask for a motion, please.
Motion to approve.
All right, we have a motion from Councilwoman Carter, and is that the second, Councilman Day?
That's right.
We have a motion and a second. We have that, Ms. Lee. Council, any comments or questions?
I have just a quick question. So going forward, are these the only type of lighting that Alabama Power will be installing, the Cobra head lights, the LED?
Yes, ma'am, that is the current design and type of light that they're going to put in now. They've gotten away from those sodium lights, the orange glow and all that. These are a lot more efficient as far as power consumption and the brightness of it.
Okay, good. And they do give off some great light. Thank you.
Sister Board, I have a question. I remember we started the project, the state started the project from Home Depot all the way down to Fort Ridge, with those same type of lights. How did that project come? Thank you.
All right. Okay, Council, at this time, I'd like to call for the poll. Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Carter?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Gordy?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Proceeding on, Council, on the license application, we do have the first reading. It's an application for an off-premise beer license, off-premise wine license, submitted by Family Dollars of Alabama LLC, doing business as Family Dollar Store number 30424, located at 1710 Crawford Road, Phoenix City, Alabama. Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. The first letter is from the Assistant Chief of Police, George Dollinger. I have reviewed the applications for off-premise beer and off-premise wine licenses, and I have no objection to the issuance of these licenses to the applicant based upon a criminal background investigation of the applicant and regional representative, Leticia Rains Dunn. The second letter is from Fire Chief Chris Kennedy. This letter is in reference to the application submitted by Family Dollar Stores of Alabama LLC, doing business as Family Dollar Store 30424, located at 1710 Crawford Road, Phoenix City, Alabama. This applicant has applied for off-premise beer and off-premise wine licenses. An inspection has been conducted this date, and this facility meets the fire code requirements for this type of occupancy. The last letter is from Chief Building Official Ray Rogers. This letter is in reference to the application submitted by Family Dollar Stores of Alabama LLC, doing business as Family Dollar Store number 30424, located at 1710 Crawford Road, for an off-premise beer license and an off-premise wine license. This facility meets the minimum building code requirements. This office has no objections to the approval of these licenses.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Lee. Council, we've heard the first reading. At this time, I'd like to ask for a motion to place on first reading. May I have a motion, please?
Motion to place on first reading.
All right, we have a motion from Councilman Day. May I have a second? Second, Councilman Gordon. Okay, at this time, I'd like to call for the vote, Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Carter?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Gordon?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And next, council proceeding on under city manager. We have a resolution in reference to dedicating a portion of Bellingham Street extending from Broad Street to 11th Avenue as Harvey Glenn Memorial Parkway. Ms. Lee.
Yes, sir. Whereas the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama has received a request to dedicate a portion of Dillingham Street as Harvey Glantz Memorial Parkway in honor of Harvey Glantz. And whereas Harvey Glantz was a gold medal Olympian, a recipient of the Congressional Medal of Freedom, a legendary track coach, and a Phenix City native worthy of memorialization. And whereas the portion of Dillingham Street to be dedicated as Harvey Glantz Memorial Parkway begins at Broad Street and extends to 11th Avenue. Now therefore be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama does hereby dedicate that portion of Dillingham Street extending from Broad Street to 11th Avenue as Harvey Glantz Memorial Parkway, passed, approved, and adopted this third day of July, 2023.
Thank you, Ms. Lee. Council refer to resolution. At this time, I'd like to ask for a motion, please. May I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
I have a motion from Councilwoman Day. May I have a second?
Second.
Second from Councilwoman Carter. Any comments, questions, or discussion? But I would ask, I did this morning early work session, Mr. Hunter explained the difference between a parkway and naming the street after a person.
Yes, sir. What happens here is, in death, memorials, parkway, we create those throughout the city because it's deservingly so for Mr. Glantz. You know, we've overlooked a lot of things in the city for a lot of years. He is the most rewarded athlete that we've ever had come out of this city. And there's a lot of things that we had to do last minute to get it done, but we got it done. The family's very proud, and hopefully after we get this, once we have a ceremony on the street itself, they'll take care of that. But we named it Parkway. We're not changing Dillingham Street. It's still the same because you got mail routes, you got a lot of addresses in there. So when you go to Parkway, that's totally different. It's causing confusion with emergency services. So that is the reason why you go with Memorial Parkway instead of changing the name of the street that's been there for so many years. And I'd like to say, there's comments that's probably been made since we tried to do some positive things, but we've been through a lot of councils and a lot of sports writers through the years that overlook some things, and we try to make sure that we make up for that. And talk to some of the people that went to school with me here, and I know him, and he's a good, kind person, a nice person, you know, and it was a shock to everybody what occurred 2 weeks ago. It was a real shock. And, but in doing this, before his family, before the city, to understand, like, Key-Man was talking about, it's some proud people in that big city, and doing some wonderful things. And I've always wanted to make sure people knew where we were from and what we were able to do from a small city, no matter where we go or what we do to represent this city and make this city proud of what we can accomplish when we leave out these city limits and come back here. You know, because we do have a wonderful city. And I never could stand when people look down on the city in any kind of way. And make sure they remember how good Phenix City can be and our representatives of Phenix City can be. I really appreciate everybody, you know, that backed us and what we're doing, and appreciate what y'all doing with this memorial park.
Thank you, Mr. Hunt. Anything else from council? If not? Ms. Lee? Yeah, Ms. Lee? Call the vote.
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Carter?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Gordon?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hunt. Thank you all for attending this morning. We certainly appreciate it at this time to the department head. We certainly appreciate what you all do. We appreciate the citizens of this community, and we are certainly grateful for the persons that receive proclamation. It's always important that we do represent Phenix City, and even before any of this, Councilman Bailey and I were talking about how, you know, we chose to be here and Councilman Gordon decided to come back. He could have gone anywhere. All of us up here could have gone to other places, but the ones that left chose to come back because Phenix City is a special place. And we're certainly appreciative of that, and we're not ashamed of it. And there's a lot of great things that can come out of Phenix City that it has. So with that said, any council member, anything?
Yes, Mayor, we're especially proud of those folks that received those number of years here working in the city. Those approximately 115 years old. We're especially proud of Coach Robinson, as Mr. Hunter has already stated. We're especially proud of Harvey Grant, and I think the truth, I didn't know much about Harvey Grant. I started reading, and he brought that to our attention as I was at the funeral. And there's a lot of young folks who know who Harvey Grant is. And that's a great segue of this we started. We're doing here in Kansas City. I'm very proud. Also, Mayor, I look out there in the audience, I see all those folks from District 3. We're proud to have them. I'm really from District 3, Mayor, and I'm very proud of them.
All right, anyone else?
I'd like to say just real quick, we talked about our youth a lot today, and we have 3 Phenix City youth baseball teams that are going to the World Series to represent Phenix City and the state of Alabama in the World Series. And I just want to let everyone know that next Tuesday, July 10th, they're doing a send-off, so they want the community to be involved. If you can go out to Outlaw, the baseball parks at Outlaw, they're going to have a send-off. The mayor's going to be out of town. We've already talked to him, but he did a video for the kids this morning. We videoed him talking to the kids, and we're going to let the kids see that and let them see how proud that the mayor is and the city is for them. But if you don't have anything to do next Tuesday, July 10th, 6 o'clock at Outlaw Fields, it's an opportunity for us to show them how proud we are of them and how excited we are for their trip to the World Series.
Thank you.
Let me add one comment if I may, Mayor. It has been stated numerous times how great the athlete, our local hero was, Harvey Grant was speaking of. And I'm just very humbly proud to have known him. And I talk with his sisters all the time, and they want to just thank the council and mayor and city manager for acknowledging him in such a big way. So that was told to me, and I'm relaying the message. And so they send their complete gratitude. And once again, it's just one of the things that we have to continue to do is lift up and give back. Continue to be advocate for what is right and what is fair in our community. And with that being said, we know tomorrow we mark a very important event in our history here in the United States. So we celebrate our independence on tomorrow. So we just ask that every citizen continue to be safe. We do have the fireworks on display, starting about 9-ish. We got a time on the fireworks.
Between 9 and
9:30. 9:30. Again, just asking everyone to be safe, just mind where you are, keep your eyes open, be vigilant about your surroundings. We live in a very safe city compared to many. And so that's one thing we always advocate on and support is our public safety. How they always is there, to protect and to serve its community. And so we ask that you come out and enjoy the festivities. There's going to be a lot of great things happening on the Phenix City side, and we just ask that everyone be safe. And we thank you for just being a part of Phenix City.
I forgot to mention this as well. They say I talk a lot on the council.
Yeah, which he does. Which he does. He does. Amen to that. Amen to that.
Well, my mind always comes about one way or the other. But, as I look at this facility here, this is a beautiful facility. I had the opportunity to come in on yesterday, Friday, I believe. But anyway, I was so proud walking through those doors in that facility. I started, me and Mayor Lowe started approximately 10 years ago, this year here. And every council meeting, all we asked my city manager or the public safety chief, how's it coming over there? What's going on?
Redundant.
Redundant. I'm so proud that we had the opportunity to visit this building and it's beautiful. We're very proud. I'm gonna tell you what's up in, I'm gonna say that. I had the opportunity to visit, Overlacker, Maplewood, and then, Auburn. So I went to their facility. Yeah, I told the mayor, but now I can brag on this building here. We've got something proud to brag about. Thank you very much.
Yeah, if I can. Thank you for coming here today. That shows a lot of passion for what you've been chosen to do for the Phenix City youth of America, but also for yourself. You're going to grow a whole lot in the next year, the next several years. You're going to make a lot of contacts. You're going to make a lot of important decisions in your life. But you got to do start with yourself. You got to find what you can. That takes you a long way. Also, thank you, Coach. Appreciate you coming back.
Teammate.
Teammate. That you get bigger turkey.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't asking this for it. Thank you for coming back today. Thank you for what you said about Phenix City. Phenix City is a passion of mine. I've been born, raised, lived here all my life. Once they get a long time, it looked like Sean trying to move me out. Everybody else came back, it looked like Sean trying to keep me going. I hadn't figured that part out yet. But anyhow, it is wonderful. It is wonderful when you have, like I was explaining to her, when you have support in your family. Family and friends is the most important thing in this world to all. That's the one thing that's yours, couldn't choose. They just all of a sudden show up and they belong to you, so to speak. And we're also very fortunate to live in a country that allows you to choose and make the choices for yourself on a daily basis. Nobody has to agree with you on your choice. All got the right to choose what we want to. But we do have to agree, and I do believe this, and I will in my heart of hearts. We've got to make moral decisions that are correct. We've got to make the right decisions that don't harm other people. We've got to make the decisions that people can respect you for. They don't have to agree with what I say. But I do want them to understand what I say, what I do, where it comes from. And it has to start with inside yourself. It has to start in your heart. It has to start with what you mentioned a while ago, the way you were raised by your parents. It has to start there. That never leads from you. That's your foundation. He talks about that all the time, Brother Father, being a brick mason. That's the foundation layer right there. He knew to start with the bottom. If the bottom starts strong, the rest of it will be strong. But we've got to keep the Lord in our lives. We've got to keep love in our lives for other people. That was the greatest commandment of all that Jesus made, was for us to love each other. It's He loved us. And that is an awful lot of love. It's hard to love some people sometimes. I mean, it is. They don't even sit up here like it's not. It is very hard. But we have to do that. And that's why the country was formed on. It was founded on God, religion, love, and people want to have their own life, their own way, but do it the correct way. That's what we were founded on. This country's been so large and so good for all these years. And I just don't want to see us lose control of it over the next several years. But we're headed in such wrong direction sometimes that it just breaks my heart to see where some of these things are going to. And we just got to come back together as communities, families, and groups that can support each other, as the mayor mentioned, to be lifters and not lifters. And start looking out for your fellow brothers and sisters. Do something for them. Help somebody just with something that they need help with. I went to San Diego last week. We don't have an issue here like I saw there. There was a homeless issue there that I had seen. People on the side of the bridge, under the overpasses. I know we have it, but we don't have it to that degree. And it's very, very bad. Help somebody when you can. Give them a lift. Do something for them, give them a kind word. Let them know that in your heart you care about them. That's the biggest thing in the world you can do for each other is care about each other. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank this council. Thank everyone for attending this meeting. It's our citizens. And again, as I always say, we want to be lifted as and not leaders. But I do want to say this. We're investing in our young people. Alan, thank you for what you are doing at the age of 14. My brother-in-law, Key Manley, thank you for investing into young people. In this council, we invest. And we invest in people, but I do want to encourage the citizens, everyone here and the ones that are watching on TV, if you can, find some way, form, or fashion, on the 10th, what time do they say? 6 o'clock p.m. If you can find some way to go and encourage those young men, ages 9, 10, and 12, because we are investing in them. If you can find it within yourself to go in and give them some encouragement to invest in them, to go out and do the very best representing Phenix City. And I also like to say this bittersweet, Mr. Torgar, this is his last time that he will be filming us. He doesn't know that he will be back here sometime. But this is his last day, so we certainly appreciate what you've done, and may God continue to bless you. We've become to love you and appreciate everything you've done, and each time we call him, he's always responded. But he's going on to bigger and better things, and make sure you continue, don't forget where you got your start from, here in Phenix City. And again, thank you everyone for being here, and as I always say, let's go out and be a lifter instead of a leaner. So with that said, we do stand adjourned. Thank you all so much.